Welcome back, Whisky fans. December the 11th. Let's get another dram on the way. Good morning for any of you who are watching these videos very early in the day, or I suspect probably most of you might be watching these when you get back from work, relaxing with the dram of the day, in which case, bonsoir. December the 11th is International Mountain Day, which again sounds like a little bit of a made-up one, but it's not. It was declared by the UN General Assembly in 2003 to raise awareness of sustainability of mountain regions. So after this one, I'm going to head out after recording and climb all of the mountains in Norfolk. So what have we got today? Where's my hat gone? Bloody hell. Right, I'm going to have to resort to putting that behind the advent calendar, hopefully without ruining the table. Oh, I can't believe I lost my hat. So that's looking pretty dark, probably a bit darker than some of the other ones that we've had. Definite hint of youth in there. By youth, what I'm picking up on is a note of damp oak, damp, doughy, starchy oak. So not horrendously young, but just a little telltale sign that I think this is under 10 years old, shall we say. Nice sweetness though. Caramel sweetness, slightly creamy, lactic. So, is this Scotch? Could very well be. Haven't tasted it yet, but could very well believe that this is a 7 to 8 year old Scottish single malt. Probably matured in bourbon casks, and I think we're getting a slight smokiness on the nose. Slight background, musty smokiness, a little bit of a funk going on. Slight gunpowdery note, perhaps. But sweet young whiskey with a little smoky, gunpowdery element. So pleasant, sweet, a little bit of character. Perhaps a little bit neutral. But not harsh, not immature, not bland. Let's see how it tastes. I might change my guess that this is Scottish single malt. I think that it's probably still Scotch. Not getting as much of a youthful note on the palate either, so it's got some character and it's not too bad. Makes me think of something like the peated famous grouse, but I think this is better than that. So what other peated blends have we got? We've got obviously the black bottles, but I don't think this is 46%, so I don't think it's going to be the Black Bottle Island smoke or anything like that. Let's have another sip. I always find it much easier to try and guess the ABV of something from the mouthfeel and how much power is carried on over from the nose onto the palate. I think that when you nose a whiskey, sometimes very low ABVs can come across much better than they actually are, and then when you get to the palate, that really shows you how much flavour and intensity is actually left. But yeah, I think this is probably a 40% product. It's not a strong one. So, peated blends. I don't know why I'm looking up there, like I'm assuming it's going to be something that I've reviewed recently. We've got the Little Bracken. I very much doubt it's that. It's better than that, to be fair. So I don't think there's really anything else up there. I can't really think of anything else. Smoky Grouse, but this is better than I remember Smoky Grouse being. I don't think it's Johnny Walker Black Label, because I think it's better than that. Johnny Walker Double Black, or maybe like a Johnny Walker Island Smoke or something like that. Maybe. Nose is actually opening up quite nicely now, because I'm putting a little bit of warmth into it, letting some air get in. It's opening up, getting that evaporation going. A little bit more of a fruity malt character come through on the nose. You can still definitely tell that this is well under 10 years old, I think. That's how it seems to me anyway. So let's see what we've got. So it is a blended malt Scotch whisky, and it's sheep dip. So is that Spencerfield, the company that makes sheep dip? Haven't had sheep dip for a very long time. There's two of them I always kind of associate. You see them in little gift packs and stuff sometimes. Sheep dip, which I think is a smoky blended malt, and Pig's Nose, which is I think a blended grain or a blended Scotch. But the Pig's Nose is much more neutral, very grain-led experience, whereas the sheep dip is a little bit more, slightly more premium product. It's got a little bit of smokiness to it. But I quite enjoyed that one. To be honest, I enjoyed it more than I remember enjoying sheep dip last time. So perhaps I've made it a little bit better, or perhaps I was just a little bit more in the mood for something like sheep dip today. Decent dram though, and it's one that I'm glad to have revisited. Let me know what you think of sheep dip in the comments if you've had it or if you're tasting along. Let me know what you think of Pig's Nose, because I always thought that that one was quite nice. Very refined and neutral, but very pleasant. It's definitely going to be one that appeals to you out there who, like myself, appreciate your grain whiskies. But I was very pleasantly surprised with this sheep dip as well today. Thanks for watching, and cheers.